Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Everybody, thank you. Welcome to Tattletales. Thank you for tuning us in. It's nice to have you with us today. You know what we have on the show today? Something that I love. We have three rookies, three rookie couples. We have people who have never played Tattletales on the air before, and it usually means that fireworks happen, and here they are. Starting things off, winning money today for the blue section from MASH, Mr. Mike Farrell and his wife, Judy. Welcome to you both, rookies.
Thank you, sir.
We're going to find out a lot about you. You ready to go today?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Winning money today for the banana section. First time on our show. From the yellow section, from Happy Days, Mr. Pat Morita and his wife, Yuki. Are you ready to go today, sir?
Yeah, I'm sure glad she got all that applause, boy.
Yeah. She's a big draw here, Pat, I think. We worked together, and I reminded you, and you forgot. You see how quickly they forget?
I forgot the job. I remembered you.
Oh, okay. All right. In that case, it's all right. Winning money today for the red section. He's a rookie here, but he ain't a rookie in the National League. And there he is with his wife, Mr. Steve Garvey, and his wife, Cindy. I'm sorry. So excited, I got all choked up. Now, I have to admit that I'm in awe of someone like Steve Garvey, and I get so excited I can't even talk. Because it was a piddling first baseman for a couple of years in the Phillies farm system. Look, I can't talk. I'm so excited. We have Steve Garvey in the flesh here. How are you, Cindy?
Fine.
Fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. How are you, Steve?
Fine, but there's only one thing.
What is that?
We've been following the Reds all year. Why do I have to do it today?
Whoa! All right. See who said baseball players can't be witty? Charm. All right, ladies, if you're ready to go, here's the first question. It's worth $150. I can't believe me. I'm a little kid here. Ladies, you come across two articles in a woman's magazine. You have time to read only one of them. Would you be more likely to read the one entitled "The Subtle Method of Turning a Man On" or "The Diplomatic Method of Turning a Man Off"? All right? Think it over, ladies. Good question. Off they go. Mike, we'll start with you. What will Judy say? Which article would she be more likely to read?
Very interesting.
Yes.
I think she would be more interested in reading the subtle method of turning a man on.
She would, eh?
Yeah.
The subtle method of turning a man on, provided that man was you, of course.
Well, of course.
Of course.
But yes. Now who can't talk?
No. You'll say that's the one she'll pick?
I think so, yeah.
Let's see if she does. Here comes Judy. Judy, which one of those articles are you gonna read? Would it be the subtle method of turning a man on or the diplomatic method of turning a man off?
The subtle method of turning a man off.
That's the one. You got it. See how subtly she just turned on the blue section? Beautiful job. Pat, what will Yuki say?
Well, she already knows how to, and the first part, she's already done that to me.
Yes.
So we'll go for the...
You go for the diplomatic, way of turning a man off.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's the matter with my people out there?
We forgot to tell you that the bananas can turn on you just like that, boy. It's,
I'm one of the bunch. Come on, guys.
You're going to say, though, diplomatic way of turning a man off.
Diplomatic way of turning it off.
How does she turn a man off? Do you know how she would do that? What would be a diplomatic?
That's why I want her to find out.
You want to know now? We're hoping to find that out. Let's bring Yuki on. Here she comes. Which article will it be, Yuki? Will it be the subtle method of turning a man on or the diplomatic method of turning him off?
Well, I've been accused of being too blunt sometimes, so I would think it would be the diplomatic way of...
That's the one. He knew. Okay. You got it. Did you learn something, Pat?
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's going to turn me off tonight.
Yeah.
Very undiplomatic.
But diplomatically, Steve, we got 2 hits here. What's Cindy going to say?
Putting the pressure on me already,
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Well, she doesn't look a bit like Henry Kissinger.
No.
And I remember when we first met, she was a little aggressive. So let's say the subtle article.
The
for
subtle.
Cindy.
Oh, yeah? The subtle
Okay.
method of turning a man on. Of course, there's nothing wrong with an aggressive woman now and then. Let's bring Cindy on now. Cindy, which one of those articles are you more likely to read? The subtle method of turning a man on or the diplomatic method of turning a man off?
Definitely the subtle way of turning a man
That's
on.
it. You got it. Everybody got it. We split it 3 ways. Beautiful job, ladies. We'll come back in a moment and split some more pots. We got a good one today. 3 rookies. Don't go waste. Good. Hang on. Here we go. Question number 2 coming up. This is it. Ladies, if you're ready, it's worth $150. We have a 3-way tie. This is terrific. I'm having a good time today. Ladies, you're at the racetrack. And the owner of one of the horses tells you his horse is a sure thing in the next race. It's the owner. What's the most you'd bet on his horse to win? $2, $10, $50, or more than that? This is not from the horse's mouth, but it's from the owner. Think it over, ladies, and we'll come back. Good tip, Pat. What would she do?
Well, since she knows how to manage all the money, I think she would probably not bet too much, which is what I would do.
Yeah.
Or too little, which is what her mother would do. So I think I should shoot for one of them in between numbers, like what was it, 10?
2, 10, and 50.
50, $10.
$10, eh? To win? $10 to win.
Sure.
Yeah.
To go all the way.
Okay, $10 to win it is. Let's bring on Yuki. Wait a minute. Should we put a side bet on this? I'll bet you $1 she gets it right. Okay, here she comes. Shh. Yuki, which will it be now? The owner says his horse is a sure thing. Are you going to bet $2, $10, $50, or more than that?
Probably, since I'm not a gambler, only $2.
No, that's not what Pat said. You listened more to your mother at that time, probably.
Nothing's a sure thing, though.
Pat said 10. Well, you know, only $8 off, Pat. That's not
right.
bad.
That's
Sorry
still
about that.
I'll work my way up.
Yuki, Steve, what will Cindy say?
You know, this is ironic because about a week ago, a friend of ours owns a horse. And he said, come on out to a local track. He's a dead cinch to win today. And he led for 3/4 of the race and then dropped to about 6th in about 50 yards. And Cindy says, I told you so, I told you so. I think she's going to just place the minimum, the $2 bet on.
Okay, $2. Yeah, because you've been burned from a dead cinch to dead last. You'll say $2. Let's bring on Cindy. Cindy, what will it be now? The owner of this horse says his horse is a sure thing. What are you going to bet? $2, $10, $50, or more than that?
I know Steve probably told you we were just in this situation about 2 weeks ago. I'm very conservative, but I think I would bet $10.
No, he said 2.
I should have been more conservative.
Your first instinct was right, and he did tell us that story.
Oh.
But he went for $2, you went for 10. Well, nobody's gotten it right yet, Mike. What will Judy say?
Judy's a gambler, and she's very good. And I just have a feeling she'd be extravagant. She'd go for 50.
She'd go for the $50. It'd be very interesting to see how they take it when they lose that 150. They're big gamblers at the moment with you. You're going to say 50. Let's bring her on. Here she comes. Judy, what are you going to do now? The owner says his horse is a sure thing. You're going to bet either 2, 10, 50, or more than that. By the way, no one's gotten this right, so you can get the whole pot for the blue section.
Well, I'm a gambler, but I still probably would just say 10.
No, that's not what he said.
Judy!
Too bad, Judy. He said 50. He said you were a gambler. Well, guess what, gang? Nobody got that right. That $150 goes over to our next question, which is normally worth $150, making it worth $300. We'll come back in a moment and play at halftime, fellas. The fellas will step to the rear. We will change places. We'll come back with a second half. Don't go away. See you in a moment.
Hi, it's David Ruprecht here. Hey, you think you have holiday shopping to do? Tune in for Black Friday Frenzy on Buzzer. It's crazy, last-minute shopping at its best. Supermarket sweep and holiday shopping was never so crazy.
Buzzer's Black Friday Frenzy, November 25th, only on Buzzer.
After halftime, have a tie game. This question, normally worth $150, is worth $3. Here we go. Fellas, it's for you. Here's your first question, rookies. Men, let's assume that both you and your wife have looked at the nude centerfold in Playboy magazine. Now, 2 weeks later, you're both at a cocktail party, and the girl who posed for the centerfold is one of the guests. Fully clothed, of course, you understand that. Which of you would be more likely to recognize her as the girl who posed for Playboy, you or your wife? Think it over, fellas, and we'll come back to you in a moment. I think they all caught the significance of that question. Cindy, we'll start with you. What will Steve say? Which one of you would be more likely to recognize that girl?
Since she's fully clothed.
Yes.
And I'm in the business, I would probably look at her face. I would say me.
You would say you would probably. You say you're in the business. What business did you mean?
Not that business.
Oh, well, I wasn't sure.
No, I mean I model, so I'm aware of girls a lot.
You're aware of girls a lot.
Faces?
Yes, faces. I understand. That's okay. I just was curious. You said you were.
If he answers it the other way, I'm going to be so disillusioned.
Really? Well, no, I think we'll be all right here. I have a hunch. You're going to say you would recognize a girl. Let's bring on Steve. Steve, which one of you now do you think would be more likely to recognize this girl from the centerfold, you or Cindy?
Well, being red-blooded.
Yes.
And usually turning to the centerfold first.
Yes.
And Cindy turning to something else first. I would say that I would be the one to recognize.
No, that's not what Cindy said. Now, the reason Cindy said that, I believe, is because the girl is fully clothed, and you probably wouldn't get to her face for a week or two.
But I am usually a face man, though.
You are, eh?
Yeah, as a rule.
Well, we can see evidence of that here because Cindy's so pretty. But
yes, because it's Cindy.
But I'm trying to help you out here, see, because you're in big trouble, Steve.
Boy, you're going to get it.
Sorry about that. Judy, what will Mike say?
He would notice her more at the time, but I think 2 weeks later I would remember her more.
You, 2 weeks later, fully clothed, you would recognize her. Oh, shut up, you guys. All the guys saying, no, I know her. Okay, you'll say you be the one. Let's bring on Mike. All right, Mike, which one of you more likely to recognize her as the girl who posed for Playboy? It's 2 weeks later, and she's fully clothed at a cocktail party.
Of course.
Yes.
I think I would probably be there.
No, that's not what Judy said.
Sorry.
Gee, we're having a wonderful time here, you dummies. That's interesting, eh? See, the guys are sure they're going to recognize that girl, because you must remember the guys go over the centerfold very carefully. Yuki, what will Pat say?
It takes the pressure off.
Yes.
At least now that everybody's gotten it wrong, and I really think that I would notice her.
You really think you would recognize her?
I'm much more critical than Pat.
Okay. Now you notice the pattern is the same. Both girls said they would, and the fella said they would. Now you're
Pat's different.
Pat's different, huh? Okay, we'll find that out in a moment, won't we? Here he comes. Pat, no one's gotten this right yet. You can run away with $300, or you can steal it. Don't run away with it. Which one of you would be more likely to recognize the girl who posed nude for the centerfold of Playboy 2 weeks later, fully clothed at a cocktail party?
Well, I know I wouldn't be able to recognize her unless I saw the staples. So I'll have to go with Yuki.
That's it. You got it. You got it all. All right. We'll be back in a moment with our real $300 question. Okay, see you in just a second. Don't go away. Not over. Here we go. Now, we have extra time, so we have more money today. This question, normally worth $300, is going to be worth $150. $300 question coming up afterwards. More money. Here we go, gang. This is kind of fun. Fellas, it's for you. Men, are you better at teaching something or learning something? Good question. Think it over, fellas. We'll find out. Off they go. We'll start with you, Judy. Is Mike better at teaching or learning?
Learning.
Learning.
That's
really?
just off the top of my head.
Does that mean you've been doing a little instruction?
No.
No?
Our children do a lot of teaching.
I understand. He's better at learning. Let's bring him on. Here he comes. Mike, what's the answer?
I think teaching something.
No, that's not what Judy said. Hey, you were close, Mike.
Yeah, how could I?
Right
you
in
learn
there.
it before you teach it, right?
Okay, sorry about that. Yuki, what will Pat say?
I hope he will say it's learning something. I mean, he's good at taking instruction, so I'm sure it's that.
Yes. That's it, because actors, of course, are
Yeah,
used to
it's an
being
actor's
directed.
instinct.
So you will say learning,
Yeah.
huh? Okay, better at learning. Here he comes. Pat, which is it? Are you better at teaching or learning something?
Well, I have learned to teach well.
No, that's not what Yuki said. Hey, this is incredible. You know what's happening now? Now we got another 150 up for grabs here, then another 300 coming. Cindy, what's Steve going to say?
Well, he's a certified teacher, and he teaches me tennis, so I'm going to say teaching.
You're going to say teaching.
Probably wrong.
Okay, you will say he's a certified teacher.
He's
huh?
a high school teacher. He
Aha.
could teach.
Okay, so you will say teaching. Here he comes. Steve, you got a chance to get the whole 150 on this round, so you can get right back in the game in a big way. Which are you better at, teaching something or learning something?
That's a toughie. Now you're really throwing a wrench because we're both teachers. I think Cindy's a quicker learner, so I'll say I'm better at teaching.
That's it. You got it. You got the whole thing, gang. And moving right along. Bring it up. All right, here we go. Now, this question is worth $300, and we got some big bucks on the board. Here we go. Fellas, if you're ready, this is it. Men, which of you is more short-tempered, you or your wife? Don't say a word. Off you go. Goodbye. They are now gone. And we are now starting with Judy. Tell us about it.
Who's more short-tempered? He is.
Is he really?
Mm-hmm.
Mild-mannered Mike?
Could you believe it?
Does he have a temper? Really?
Rarely, but when he does,
Boom. It's a good one, huh? Okay, you'll say it's Mike. Let's see what he says. Mike.
What?
We got $300 here.
Yeah.
Which of you is more short-tempered, you or Judy?
I am.
That's right. You got it. Okay. You're absolutely right, sir. Cindy, what will Steve say?
There's no contest.
Oh.
I am terribly short-tempered.
You are, huh?
I am. I really am.
Yeah, Steve is not.
I'm a little Polish-Russian, and we tend to be very...
Yeah, you could get very cross.
He floats. He's like this. I'm like...
I know, he's very calm, even in the most adverse conditions. Takes
really
a bad called third strike.
Right. He
No,
just
very
doesn't
little
throw his
display.
bat or nothing.
Just goes in and kicks the water cooler to death. He'll kill me when he sees that. All right, you will say that it's you. Let's bring on Steve. Here he comes. Steve, which of the two of you is more short-tempered? Would you say, you or Cindy?
Bert, I'll tell you, you're talking about my champion of right and wrong. My tigress is short-tempered.
That's it. You got it. I can't believe that sweet thing. Look at her. She's so pretty and shining out. You mean to tell me she loses her temper? No.
Only when her feathers are ruffled a little
Yes,
bit. Only
right.
when she's protective of the family and our own personal things, and that's my girl.
I understand. Okay. You handled that beautifully. Yuki, what will Pat say?
I'm sure it'll be Pat.
Really?
Simply because he's isn't known for being the grump for anything.
Is he known for being a grump?
Oh, yeah. Around our house.
Arnold on Happy Days is a
Arnold
grump?
is a grump.
No, I wouldn't think
Arnold's
that.
a grump.
Okay, you'll say it's Pat. Here he comes. All right, Pat. This is it, gang. Here we go.
You sound nervous.
Who, me? No, just a little tense is all. Which of you is more short-tempered, you or Yuki?
Well, since I have the longest patience, I will have to say I've got the shortest temper.
That's it. You got it. Well, everybody got it. We split it 3 ways. You did beautifully with that. However, time is up. The Bananas have won it with Yuki and Pat. We'll come back in a moment. And and let you know how much the bananas have won. And it's a lot, too. See you in a minute. Well, guess what? The bananas, rookies, Yuki and Pat have done it with $450. We had $1,000, a total of $1,450. Congratulations to Yuki and Pat. And, all right, bananas, all right. Oh, this greedy people. It's nice. See, it wasn't so bad. First time rookies, it was kind of fun, you know? It feels funny for you to be a rookie, doesn't it, Steve?
Sure does, Coach.
Yeah.
It really does.
Well, we'll take care of you, kid. Don't you worry. Everything's going to work out fine. Continued success with Happy Days. And, of course, Mike on MASH. I've been seeing you. You've been so good. I hope you'll come back and see us next time on Tattletales. We got 3 wonderful couples. Stick with us the next few days, won't you? Bird Convey saying so long, everybody. See you then.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Codman production.